242 kilometers. That's how much range you'll get from the 2018 Nissan Leaf with its new 40 kilowatt-hour battery. That number seems to trigger many reactions whenever we talk about the car. According to Didier Marsaud, Director of Corporate Communications at Nissan Canada, the only people who worry about range anxiety are the ones who don't currently own an electric vehicle. Owners of such vehicles don't fear they'll run out of juice. That's a bold claim, because there are other EVs out there with superior range. Think Tesla, Chevrolet Bolt EV, or even Hyundai's upcoming electric Kona. Is it therefore safe to proclaim that a lofty range is unnecessary? Here's the thing. The Leaf is affordable, and that's where it beats its rivals. As I'm writing this, a viable electric car that offers as much freedom as its gasoline counterpart is very expensive, even after incentives. Oh yeah, the Tesla Model S is cool and all, but good luck finding a new one under $100,000. And although Elon Musk believes the Model 3 is an attainable EV, the first Canadian examples will sell for $64,100. In a world where folks purchase $25,000 Honda Civics and Toyota Corollas, that's not what you call affordable. Fine, there's the Chevrolet Bolt EV. For $44,095, you'll get 383 kilometers. Not bad, but at that price, it's one heck of an expensive subcompact. The 2018 Nissan Leaf, on the other hand, sells at an entry price of $35,998 before freight and destination, and is eligible to an $8,000 government incentive. Of course, the Leaf isn't the only EV in this price bracket. You could opt for a Volkswagen e-Golf or a Hyundai Ioniq for about the same MSRP, but their range only tops out at about 200 kilometers. At the moment, the Leaf is the best value proposition here. Let's get back to the range situation. If Mr. Marsaud is so confident about his range anxiety claims, it's because Nissan listened to the 310,000 worldwide first-generation Leaf owners before conceiving this one, and nobody seemed bothered with the old car's range. According to the owners of the previous city car, they had no issue going where they needed to go, largely because the amount of available charging stations is growing at an almost exponential rate. So Nissan believes that 242 kilometers is plenty fine for the average commuter, hence allowing the car maker to sell the car at an affordable price. Nissan says, the biggest worry for electric car owners isn't running out of energy, it's making sure the charging station waiting at the end of the trip won't be broken down. Nissan therefore improved the Leaf where it matters. Styling-wise, I'm still not convinced by the car's futuristic and upright appearance, making it look like a big doorstop. The Leaf actually looks like a normal car, not some strange spaceship-resembling thing on wheels. But that's all subjective, so you be the judge. The new car rides on a heavily revised platform from the outgoing car, which allowed engineers to package the batteries within the car's floor. This ensures better weight distribution and the lower center of gravity, allowing the Leaf to be stable and well planted to the ground at high speeds. As a matter of fact, the car's overall refinement was significantly improved. The cabin itself is spacious, especially for a car of this size, and overall build quality is adequate, incorporating materials of good quality. In that respect, the Leaf is a much better finished car than the Chevrolet Bolt EV, but the Volkswagen e-Golf remains the most refined attainable EV of the group. The new battery also increases the car's overall horsepower and torque. The Leaf is now rated at 147 horsepower, up from 107 horsepower, and 236 pounds-ft of torque, up from 207 pounds-ft, allowing it to sprint from 0 to 100 km per hour in roughly 7.5 seconds. On the road, the electric motor's instant torque is almost addictive, especially when flinging the car onto a highway on-ramp to merge with traffic. The Leaf has no shortage of power, and the car itself is superbly agile, making it a blast to drive it fast through a bend. All electric cars come with some form of regenerative braking, and some examples, like the e-Golf, even allow you to modulate the system's resistance. For the Leaf, Nissan has fitted it with what they call an e-pedal. Once activated, all you need to do is release the accelerator pedal to slow down the car, all while recharging the batteries. It's simple, yet clever, allowing drivers to not only increase total battery range, but also reduce brake pad wear. You can even bring the entire car to a stop with it. So there you have it. The 2018 Nissan Leaf may not revolutionize the electric car segment, but it is a much more evolved machine in every way. At the moment, it's the EV that offers the most range for less than $40,000. No wonder it's the best-selling electric car in the world. As for driving to Quebec City from Montreal, just stop at a Saint Hubert restaurant for lunch and charge the car up. Once you begin digesting your meal, the car will have enough juice to get you to destination, where another charging port will be waiting for you. And if you're heading to a friend's house, you need not to worry. Simply dish the Level 2 charging cable out of the Leaf's trunk, and connect the car to the house's wall plug. Finally, there's a viable and attainable electric car.
Last week marked the 30th birthday of Subaru Technica International. You probably know it better as STI, the division that's churned out some of the very greatest performance cars in recent history. Most of its wares are Imprezas or WRXs, but there's been the odd exception, with Legacies and Foresters getting a powertrain tickle and some bigger spoilers. Which is probably what's inspired this render by X-Tomy design. They've taken a look at the all-new Forester, revealed at the recent New York Motor Show, and waved their electronic crayons over it to imagine an STI version. The likelihood of this car actually being made, at least in a form that's more than just a styling pack, is slim. Subarus are more about an arsenal of safety tech these days, and the WRX STI saloon has been culled in Europe. But we can live in hope, especially when performance SUVs appear to be the thing at the moment. And Subaru was one of the very first to make one. After all, want to see this car become real?
Tesla is about to start Model 3 deliveries to customers in Canada, and it is now officially added to the list of eligible vehicles for the EV incentives of some provinces, including Ontario's generous $14,000 Canadian dollars incentive. In the US, Model 3 reservation holders are currently focused on Tesla hitting the mark of its 200,000th delivery in the country, since that's when the phase-out of the $7,500 federal tax credit will start. While there's no federal incentive in Canada, there are some significant incentives at the provincial level. Ontario has by far the most important one, with up to $14,000 at the purchase of an all-electric vehicle. Tesla Model S and Model X buyers recently lost access to the incentive after a sudden change in the rules last month. But now the Model 3 was officially added to the list of eligible vehicles this week, becoming the only Tesla vehicles on the list. Considering the Model 3 starting price of $45,600 CAD in Canada, the vehicle starts at only $31,600 CAD, about $25,100 USD, before taxes. Though that's the base price when the vehicle will be available in all configuration. Buyers who want the car right now need to order with the long-range battery pack and premium package. The Model 3 was also added to the list of eligible electric vehicles for the $8,000 incentive in Quebec this week. Earlier this year, Tesla accelerated the planned launch of the Model 3 in Canada from late 2018 inches to mid-2018 inches, and the first invites to configure went out during the third week of March. Deliveries should start very soon.
The new Forester just rolled out at the New York International Auto Show, marking the fifth generation of the Subaru SUV. The thumbnail sketch is that the 2019 Forester will come in standard, premium, limited, and touring trims, along with a new sport trim. All versions are powered by the ever-dependable 2.5-liter four-cylinder boxer engine. The plant is paired with a standard Lean-Artronic CVT. Also standard, all trim levels, is Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive system. Like many other car companies these days, Subaru is really focused on landing in as much safety tech as they have available. Apart from what is now seen as the regular safety stuff, Subaru has also come up with Driver Focus. Driver Focus is a monitoring system that uses facial recognition software to identify signs of fatigue or distraction, and works in conjunction with Subaru's EyeSight driver assist technology to reduce the chances of an accident. A nifty little side note is that Driver Focus can also recognize up to 5 drivers and their presets for seat position, climate, infotainment, and such. The rest of that safety stuff includes automatic pre-collision braking, adaptive cruise control, lane departure and sway warning, lane keep assist, pre-collision throttle management, and LED vehicle start alert. That's the standard stuff. Optional safety features are reverse automatic braking, blind spot detection, lane change assist, and rear cross traffic alert. The higher trim packages include high beam assist, steering responsive headlights, and trailer stability assist. And lots of airbags too, front airbags, a driver's knee airbag, front side pelvis torso airbags, and side curtain airbags. There is also lots of non-safety tech to be found in the new Forester, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Sirius XM, Bluetooth capability, phone connectivity, and audio streaming, just to name a few. The AHA and Pandora apps are also integrated. The navigation system is built-in and voice-activated, powered by TomTom with an 8-inch, high-resolution touchscreen. The Starlink Connected Services offers remote start, a concierge service, anti-theft vehicle immobilizer with flashing security lights, and young driver safety functions including geofencing, speed alert, and curfew. Firmware updates come to your Forester over the air. All of this tech and safety is powered down the road, paved or otherwise, by a new version of the 2.5-liter Boxer 4-cylinder engine, complete with direct fuel injection and higher compression. The new plant produces 182 horsepower and 176 pounds-ft of torque. With the standard Lineartronic CVT, the whole package gets 33 mpg on the highway. If you opt for the sport or touring, the CVT has a mode that simulates a 7-speed manual transmission with the steering wheel paddle shifters. In the middle of the drivetrain is the standard, driver-selectable SI drive that allows you to tailor the vehicle's throttle characteristics by selecting between intelligent and sport modes. Intelligent mode helps smooth out accelerator inputs for fuel savings, while sport mode tunes the throttle to emphasize performance. Subby goes into great detail on the new Forester's design, but to me, there's not much to go into here, which is a good thing. It's kind of that straight-up, two-box design with truck-like proportions. It's simple, non-finicky, and it works. Fuji Heavy Industries has added new colors for 2019 though, Jasper Green Metallic, Horizon Blue Pearl, and Crimson Red Pearl. You can even get a panoramic moonroof. There's a ton of cargo space, 76.1 cubic feet, 60-40 split rear seat backs, and the rear gate opening width is 51.3 inches wide, which is pretty big. If that's not enough room for you, roof rails, standard on all but the base model, allow for carrying stuff like bicycles and kayaks. New tie-down hooks are integrated into the rail so all your toys can be secured more easily. The 2019 Forester is arriving at Subaru retailers later this year. In the meantime, it's on display at the New York International Auto Show, now through April 8 at the Jacob Javits Convention Center.